All right, today on The Explainer, we're diving deep into a blueprint from a crypto builder who goes by wPOND. And listen, this isn't just about another protocol or some new app. We're talking about a vision for an entire ecosystem, one that's designed from the ground up to tackle one of crypto's biggest, most fundamental problems.
And we're going to start right here with this quote. It's blunt, it's provocative, and it really sets the tone for this whole project. Now, the point isn't the specific words, but the frustration behind them. The creator sees all this tribalism, the endless, my chain is better than your chain arguments, as a massive distraction. And that frustration, that's the spark for everything we're about to get into.
So what is that core problem? Well, it all comes down to one word: fragmentation. You see, the very thing that makes crypto great, its decentralized nature, has also created this messy reality of thousands of digital islands that can't really talk to each other.
And to really wrap your head around the scale of this, just look at this number. We're seeing more than 10,000 new coins launch, not per year, not per month, per day. This isn't just growth anymore. It's an absolute explosion of disconnected little economies. And all that explosive growth has a huge side effect. Liquidity, which is basically the lifeblood of any market, gets spread incredibly thin. It's trapped in all these different incompatible networks and bridges. The whole system just becomes inefficient and way too complicated for the average person.
But what if you could change that? What if you could build bridges between all those digital islands? Well, that question is what leads us to the project's central mission, a vision that the creator simply calls unchaining. Now, the idea here isn't to build some new superchain to replace everything else. No, it's much smarter than that. Unchaining is all about creating the connective tissue. It's about building the systems that can reach across all these different networks and coordinate their liquidity, making them feel like one big unified ecosystem, but without forcing them to give up their independence.
So, how in the world do you actually pull that off? The whole blueprint really stands on two pillars. First, you have to completely rethink the user experience. We're talking about a single, simple login that just works, everywhere. And second, you need a unified execution layer. That's just a fancy way of saying you can state your goal, like, I want to swap this token for that one, and the system figures out the best way to do it, no matter which chains it has to use.
A seamless experience across all of crypto. I know, it sounds almost impossible, right? So how is it even technologically feasible? Well, the answer is in a very specific and pretty novel set of tools, what we're calling the Builder's Toolkit. This toolkit has 4 main parts, as you can see. And these aren't just buzzwords, okay? Each one is engineered to solve a very specific problem. You have one for cheap data, one for proving things across chains, a totally new kind of token, and an AI to tie it all together. Let's zoom in on 2 of the most important ones. Meta proofs are really the secret sauce that makes all the cross-chain stuff work. Think of them as a secure, verifiable receipt. They prove that something definitely happened on one blockchain, which allows another blockchain to react to it. This is the glue that holds the whole system together and lets you do things like settle a bet or claim rewards from a game, even if the event and the payout happen on 2 completely different networks. And then we have meta-fungible tokens, or MFTs. Now, this is a really fascinating idea because it tries to fix a huge problem in the NFT world. MFTs are a hybrid. They're liquid like a normal token, but they carry unique data like an NFT. But here's the absolute game changer. Creator royalties are enforced right at the protocol level. They literally can't be bypassed. For any creator, that is a massive deal. Okay, so we've got the tools, but a pile of tools isn't a house, right? How do they all come together to create systems that are not only smarter, but also a lot fairer in how they reward the people who actually use them?
This is where we meet GEOF. And no, GEOF isn't a person, it's an AI-powered agent. But it's designed around this core principle of algorithmic incorruptibility. The whole point is to have a neutral, automated agent that runs on transparent rules, one that can be trusted to manage complex financial stuff without being manipulated.
Its process is a pretty simple 4-step loop. Get data, route context, think, and then do. It gathers information, but then, and this is the key, it enriches that data with context. It looks at your history, your engagement,
everything to make a smarter decision before it acts. That context step is what makes the whole thing feel so much more personalized and intelligent. And that context isn't just a theory, it has a real impact. This chart shows it perfectly. The system can identify the most engaged users, the ones with the little diamond icon, and the data shows they get over 2 times the rewards, 2.31 times to be exact. It's a system that's literally designed to reward you for your genuine participation. You know, amidst all this really high-level tech, you get these little glimpses of the human side of things. I love this quote from the creator, just being proud of a team member's work. It's just a great reminder that even the most complex AI systems are built by real people who are passionate about what they do. One of the ways the system actually distributes those rewards is through something called gigaswaps. It's a really clever spin on trade mining. Instead of just rewarding the huge whale traders, every single swap you make gives you a chance to win extra rewards instantly. It just makes trading more engaging and benefits the everyday users who make a market healthy.
Look, building cool tech is one thing, but making it economically sustainable, that's the real challenge. And that brings us to the final piece of this whole puzzle, the protocols that are designed to forge a self-sustaining economic engine.
And this is a brilliant example of the system's creativity. It takes a basic DeFi tool that everybody knows, the liquidity pool, and it flips it on its head. You can set up an LP long that automatically takes profit for you as a price goes up, or you can do an LP short that automatically buys the dip for you as the price falls. It's basically putting your trading strategy on autopilot.
Now, the thing that powers this whole sustainable model is the plug protocol. Just think of it as the ecosystem's economic heartbeat. It's a really simple but powerful idea. A vault automatically takes half of all the fees generated from trading and uses that money to buy the ecosystem's own tokens on the market. This creates a constant automatic buy pressure that's always working to reinforce the network's value.
And this quote kind of brings us full circle, back to the grand vision. The ultimate goal here isn't just a better token or a faster exchange. It's to build what the creator calls the Holy Grail, a neutral, user-controlled engine that lets you execute any action you want across the entire crypto world, all validated by those secure attestations we talked about.
So when you put all these pieces together, you've got the Geoff agent, you've got the new trading tools, the plug economic engine, and the meta proofs connecting it all. What you get is a clear blueprint. It's a plan for a meta chain, a way to create a single, unified experience right on top of the messy, fragmented crypto world we have today.
Look, this vision is undeniably ambitious. It's a comprehensive, deeply connected solution to crypto's fragmentation problem. The blueprint is compelling, but it also leaves us with a huge question. In an ecosystem that gets more fractured by the minute, can one vision, no matter how bold, truly be enough to unchain them all? I guess that's something only time will tell.